Rory, I need you to do the washing before I get home. There's a dress in there that I want to wear tonight when I go out with the girls. I also need to have dinner before I leave. Can't drink on an empty stomach and all. So, can you make something for when I get home? Preferably something fairly light. Maybe Eggs Benedict? You know I hate your pasta dish, so definitely not that. It's just plain disgusting.
Oh, hello, Mom. Yeah, I'm okay. Thanks for asking. What's that? How's my day going? It's not too bad, actually.
Ugh, stop being so snarky, Rory. I don't have time for this. I'm still working, unlike some people.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know exactly what I'm on about.
Oh, so you're back on this spiel again? Trying to claim that I don't work or anything, so I should act like your personal maid?
Look, we both know you don't do anything but lounge at my house all day. The least you could do is some household chores and whatever else I ask of you. It's not that hard. And whilst you're at it, I need you to take your dad shopping before I get back. So all of those other chores best be done before you leave. I really need that dress. It's the black mini one with the little straps.
What does Dad need to go shopping for?
He needs some new clothes and some new shoes. It could take a while. Oh, and if he asks where I am when you get back, just tell him I've gone over to your grandma's or something. He doesn't need to know that I've gone out with my friends. Otherwise, he'll just get all clingy and annoying, demanding that I come back home.
Well, if Dad doesn't like the idea of you staying out late and getting drunk, maybe you should have a talk with him? I mean, he kind of has a point. It's not good to go out and get hammered, especially when you've got work tomorrow still. It's probably not sensible to lie about where you are. What if something happens?
Listen, are you the mom or the kid? Stay in your lane. Just do what I say and there'll be no issues. Got it?
Fine. Whatever.
Good. Oh, and I also need you to transfer me some money. About 200 should do it.
That's quite a lot of money, Mom. What do you need it for? I've already paid my share of the rent and bills this month.
Well, I need it for tonight, obviously. It's going to be quite an expensive night. Can you stop questioning everything I say? It's getting tiresome.
I'm not giving you $200 just so you can go and drink it away. That's a lot of money, and I'm not going to let it be wasted on a night out.
Excuse me? You are my daughter, and I have brought you up and made sure you had a good life until adulthood, and you were able to go off on your own. But you chose not to do that, didn't you? Instead, you chose to stay living with me and your father in my house. So it's simple. You need to help pay towards rent and bills, and whatever else I say. You can't just freeload off of us for the rest of your life.
I don't freeload off you. In fact, I pay a lot of money toward the bills. I also buy my own food and whatever else I want. I never ask you or Dad for anything. The only reason I'm still at home is because I'm trying to save up for my own house. They're just incredibly expensive at the moment.
Look, your dad might fall for that, but you can't fool me. I know that you're just trying to leech off of us, but I'm not going to let that happen. So you better just do what I say if you want to have a peaceful life living in my home.
I'm not trying to leech off of anyone. What kind of mom talks to their child like that? You act as if I'm some horrible stranger you don't know.
Just because you're my daughter doesn't mean I have to let you do whatever you want. I'm trying to show you that if you want to live your life at 26 years old with your parents still, then there are going to be certain things that you need to do in order to help out.
I do help out.
Look, I really need to get back to work. Just make sure you do what I've asked you to do, and that your dad isn't in the house when I get back. I don't want another argument with him about this.
Fine. Ugh.
Your mom again?
Yeah. She just messaged me demanding that I cook her dinner, wash her clothes for her night out, distract my dad while she sneaks out to go on said night out, and give her $200 so that she can buy herself drinks all night. I mean, what kind of mom does that?
A pretty rubbish one, I'd have to say.
Yeah, sorry about just randomly dumping all that on you.
Hey, it's okay. It's what best friends are for. I'm just sorry you have to put up with someone like that on a daily basis.
I know. If I could just get out of here, things would be so much better. I don't know how my dad puts up with her. I swear, if I wasn't there, she'd just use him as her own personal punching bag.
Your dad's way too sweet for that.
Yeah, but it's not like I can just go up to him and be like, "Hey dad, I think you should divorce mom and leave her." Although I wish I could. Have you ever heard of a child actually wanting their parents to divorce? I know I haven't.
Yeah, but it's not exactly like your mom acts like a mom. She acts more like a teenager wanting to go out all the time with her friends and get drunk.
That's true. You know, she thinks she's so sneaky, but I know that she's actually cheating on my dad with some guy she works with.
Why don't you tell your dad that? He'd leave her if he knew what she was actually doing.
I want to tell him, but I also know that it'd break his heart. For some odd reason, he actually loves her. I don't want to be the person who destroys that love in over 20 years of marriage.
It's a tough situation, but do you really want him to continue living with someone who is betraying him in such a horrible way? Surely that's worse than telling him what's actually happening. I know I'd hate to be kept in the dark if something like that had happened to me.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm going to have to think about what to do.
Well, whatever you decide, I'm here for you.
Thank you, Sadie. Means a lot.
Rory, why isn't my dinner ready? And why isn't my dress washed? Rory!
I guess I just didn't get around to doing it. Oh well.
Ugh, that's it. I've had enough of your snarky and sarcastic attitude. I mean, all I ask is for you to do a few things, and you can't even do that. If you're not going to be useful and helpful, then I have no other option than to kick you out of my house. I don't care if you have nowhere else to go. I want you gone by the end of the week.
You know what? That's fine by me.
Yeah? Well, have fun sleeping on the streets.
Who said anything about sleeping on the streets?
Well, you've got nowhere else to go. I know you haven't gotten enough money to buy your own house.
Actually, I think you'll find that I do now.
What? How? That's impossible. There's no way that you've been able to save up that much. Where did you get the money from?
Well, Dad is giving it to me.
What? He doesn't have that kind of money.
Not at the moment, he doesn't, but when the divorce goes through and he sells the house, he said he's giving me half of it to buy my own place to live.
Divorce? What divorce?
Oh, yeah. Dad's divorcing you.
What? Why?
Because you've been cheating on him for God knows how long, and because you're just a generally horrible person. I'm surprised he didn't leave you sooner.
How did he know I've been cheating on him?
Well, you didn't hide it very well.
What do you mean?
I've known that you've been cheating on Dad for months now. The only reason I didn't say anything sooner is because I didn't want to hurt Dad. But after some careful consideration, I've decided that letting him stay married to a horrible person like you is hurting him much more than telling him about your infidelity.
You told him?
Yep. As soon as I did, he said that he was going to divorce you, as he doesn't want to stay with someone so vile.
You are such a horrible daughter. I can't believe you're actually related to me.
I feel exactly the same about you.
Well, if you think that I'm just going to let you and your dad sell off my home and split the money between the two of you, you're sorely mistaken. I'm going to fight with everything I have to make sure that I get what I deserve. I'm going to hire the best lawyers that money can buy and take everything from you and your dad.
Well, you can try, but with the evidence that Dad's got, I'd be surprised if you ended up with anything at all.
What do you mean? What evidence?
Well, it seems that one of your so-called friends had enough of your horrible and vile behavior and decided to film you at a bar together with some guy. She did this every time that she saw the two of you together. I think she was planning on blackmailing you. Dad messaged a bunch of your friends after I told him of your infidelity. He wanted to make sure it was true or not. And this friend of yours sent him all the videos and messages and pictures that she had gathered.
How could she do this to me?
Maybe, if you weren't so mean and vitriolic to people, they would be more inclined to help you and be your friend. As it turns out, though, you've annoyed the wrong woman, and she has been more than happy to help Dad bring you down a peg or two, which is great for us. Oh, And Dad has also gone over the bank records for the last few months and found out that you've been spending a lot of money from your joint account. Something that you really shouldn't have done, as the judge will surely say that you need to repay any and all money you've taken from it that wasn't agreed by the both of you. Yeah, looks like you'll be the one living on the streets.
But I'm your mother. How could you do this to me?
You're not my mom. You might have given birth to me, but you've never acted like a proper mom. You belittle and degrade me and basically just try and make me do whatever you feel like. I'm glad to be getting rid of you from my life.
I'll get you back for this.
No, you won't actually, because I'm also getting a restraining order against you. If you come anywhere near me, it's off to jail for you. So, have a nice life. Or don't. I don't really care anymore. After that, my dad went through the process of getting divorced from my mom and settling all of the money and assets. Like I thought, because my mom was the one cheating and using the joint account illegally, she had to forfeit pretty much all of the money from the selling of the house and all of the other assets. I was finally able to buy my own house with my dad's help, and we're both living very happily in a much more relaxed and less toxic life. As for my mom, well, I don't really know what happened to her. She disappeared after the divorce was finalized, and I haven't heard from her since. Something I am more than happy with.
Nicole, what's going on? Why are you at my house? Oh, Irene. Long time no see. I thought the doorbell was ringing nonstop, but it was you. You were deliberately ignoring me. No way. I was busy playing with my kids and couldn't get to the door. I'm just back from my parents' place, but can't open the door. I hear you and the kids going crazy inside. How dare you barge into my house and cause a ruckus? What are you thinking? It's my house, and I can do whatever I want. What are you talking about? This is my house. But you've been away for months. That means you don't need it anymore, right? So I decided to move in. Got a problem with that? You're out of your mind to do that just because I've been away. I was just staying with my parents until I delivered my baby. I wasn't home for just a couple of months. Wait, does that mean the baby's with you? Of course. I'm holding the newborn and carrying loads of luggage. Hurry up and open the door. Oh, well, even more reason not to let you in. What? Because with a small kid, the house gets dirty, you know. I just cleaned it yesterday. You can't bring a stinky baby into my house. God darn it, this is my house. Stop with the nonsense and let us in already. Nope. I've already brought my stuff inside. What do you mean? You see, I had a big fight with my husband and left with the kids. I wanted to rely on my mom, but she said to go back and talk it out with my husband. She wouldn't let me stay with her. So you tried to rely on me. How did you get in? Adam's been on an overseas assignment and your mom's the only one who has a spare key. I got it when I was at her house. What? You got the key from her? Nope. I borrowed it while she was in the bathroom. What the heck? So did you not only snatch the spare key but also change the lock? What you're doing is a crime. Don't go throwing around words like snatch and crime. It sounds bad. Anyway, wasn't this house bought by my brother? If it's his, it means it's also mine as his sister, right? What are you talking about? Never mind. This house is mine now. Pack up your stuff and get out with your baby. Fine, I'll leave then. Oh, why are you suddenly understanding? I'm done. Talking to you is a waste of time, and I can't just wait outside with a baby. Yay! I'll gladly take this house then. I never really liked you, Irene. What? You seduced my little brother, and for some reason, even my mom seems to like you. I didn't seduce him. Anyway, I don't consider you part of the family. Just give up on this house and go back to your parents or something. I'm planning to break up your marriage eventually. Don't ever come back here. Honey, do you have time now?
Hey, hon. If I remember correctly, you're supposed to be back home today, right?
Right.
Sorry I couldn't pick you up. My assignment got extended.
No worries. Dad gave me a ride home. More importantly, I've got a problem right now.
Oh no. What's wrong?
Nicole has taken over our house.
What? Taken over?
I got home with my dad just a little while ago and heard her and her kids going crazy inside. She changed the lock and I can't get in. She's like, "This is my house, so get out."
What the heck? Why is she there?
According to her, she had a big fight with her husband and left. Your mom wouldn't take her in, so she came to our place.
Oh, they don't get along. Mom has always had a hard time dealing with Nicole's whims, and after she got married, Mom even tried to keep her from coming home too often. So where are you now?
At your mom's place. She told me to come over when I called her, so I'm here with my dad and our son.
Oh, good. At least you didn't end up waiting outside. But what the heck's wrong with Nicole? How did she even get into the house?
She used the spare key we left with your mom.
What? Mom gave her the key?
No, she snatched it when your mom wasn't in the room. And then she even changed the lock on top of that. I asked your mom about it earlier, and she said she usually keeps it deep in a drawer because she rarely uses it.
Seriously, to find it in such a short time she was there, it's practically a theft.
I never imagined having our house taken over while I was away. Nicole's already brought her stuff there. What should we do now?
Sorry for the trouble. Let me try talking to her, so wait a bit.
Okay. Until she leaves the house, we'll be staying with your mom.
Got it.
Your mom's blaming herself for letting Nicole take the key.
She stole it, so she's messed up in the head to begin with.
Well, good luck talking to her.
Right. Later. Honey? I just spoke to Nicole.
Wow, you're fast.
Even though she's my sister, I'm seriously exasperated.
Oh no, what happened?
She's living in her own world. She thinks I'm on her side, claiming she kicked out the annoying wife for me. She plans for us to live together when I return.
Jeez.
Not only that, she started saying stuff like, "You've been cheating and the baby isn't mine."
That's insane.
I figured it's pointless to argue, so I just brushed it off.
I see. Well, she dislikes me, so she's making up all this nonsense to try to break us up.
There's no way I would believe anything she says, you know.
Hey, honey. I've got an idea.
Okay.
What if you keep pretending to be on her side?
For what?
Use the fact that she's trusting you to find out more about her situation and update me.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And I'm thinking about something else.
Tell me.
It's a bit complicated. Can I explain it to you later over the phone?
Sure. Alright then, I'll keep in touch with Nicole and let you know what's going on.
Yeah, please do. Irene, hope you're having a pleasant night. Are you already asleep? You know, I was texting with Adam today, and I mentioned that you were cheating as a joke, and he totally bought it. I was just messing with him, you know. But he took it seriously, so I didn't correct him. Sorry if I've accidentally torn apart your marriage. Honestly, you're a nuisance to me. Now that I've got the head of your household on my side, it's game over for you. So, why don't you just take the baby and get a divorce already?
Hon, you good right now?
Yeah, go ahead. Just put Theo to sleep.
Guess what?
Tell me.
Nicole's planning a trip.
A trip?
According to her, once summer break starts, she's taking the kids on a 10-day trip to Myrtle Beach.
So?
Exactly. It's the perfect chance to execute the plan you were talking about.
Oh, great. Didn't expect it to happen so soon.
I'll fill you in on the exact details later.
Cool. Keep me posted.
Honey, looks like Nicole just left the house. Got a text saying she's in a taxi to the airport, so I think you're good to go.
Great. I'll contact the movers as planned.
Cool. Sorry for leaving everything to you. Being away, there's not much I can do.
No worries. Thanks to your info, it went all smoothly. Your mom's helping out too, so don't worry about it.
If anything comes up, let me know right away.
Sure, you take care too. Irene! Hey, what's going on here? Oh, Nicole! Welcome back. Did you have a good trip to Myrtle Beach?
How do you know I went there? I mean, whatever. Where's my house?
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me. My house is gone.
Your house? Did you have one?
It's the house you gave me. I just got here and it's gone. There's just an empty lot. What the heck?
I had it demolished by a contractor.
Demolished? What the heck are you doing? It was perfectly livable.
You couldn't tell at a glance, but the structure was severely deteriorating. I was planning to live there a bit longer, but someone took over the house, so I had it demolished earlier than planned.
You're kidding.
I intend to build an apartment building on that land. It's a good location and I can generate rental income.
Wait.
Once construction starts, it'll be dangerous, so please stay away for a while.
What do you think you're doing? Demolishing my house without my consent? Are you insane?
It was my house, and I had the freedom to do what I wanted with it.
Wrong. It was mine. Well, technically Adam's, but it was mine as his older sister. I guess it was supposed to be revenge for breaking up your marriage, but you messed up, huh? I'll sue you for damages.
And don't you get it already? That wasn't Adam's house.
What?
Originally, my grandfather built it. When he retired and moved to the countryside, he handed it over to me. The property's in my name, and I pay property taxes and everything.
No way.
So it has always been mine.
What the heck? Aren't your assets supposed to become your husband's when you get married?
Not necessarily, you know.
What should I do then? How do I explain this to Adam? He was supposed to divorce you and live with me in that house once he came back.
No need to worry about that.
Why not?
We're not getting divorced.
Yeah, right. He thinks you cheated on him. He believes the baby isn't his.
I'm sorry for deceiving you until now.
Huh? He knew everything from the start and has been on my side. No way! He doesn't believe any of those stories about the baby's father. No. He doesn't trust his own sister? In the first place, our son was born through fertility treatments due to my infertility issues. So the story of another man doesn't make sense. Then where am I supposed to go? Well, first, maybe back to your mom's. Oh no. After discussing it with her, she agreed to keep your belongings at her place. You spoke to Mom? Yes, be grateful to her. She agreed to accept you for my sake, even though she didn't want to live with a demanding and overbearing daughter. So I can live there? However, it's for a limited time. What? You're allowed to stay there for just a week. After that, she plans to kick you out without any hesitation. Yeah, right. She can't just kick me out with the kids. Yes, she's serious about it. Also, your husband contacted her. Oh no. So you were cheating on him, right? You lied about fighting and leaving the house. He found out about your affair and kicked you out. And he told you to leave without the kids. But you left with them anyway while he was at work. Because I thought I could get help from Mom if they were with me. You were trying to gain her sympathy, huh? But she didn't take us in. That didn't mean you could have taken over my house. You were way out of line. There was no other place to go, so what else could I do? Your husband's filing for a divorce. Divorce? What are you surprised about? You were cheating after all. But what about the kids? He intends to take custody. Absolutely not. He's too busy with work to handle parenting. His parents live nearby, so he might get support from them. I can't allow that. Usually mothers take custody of the kids after divorce, right? It's not always like that, you know. Someone who steals keys and takes over someone else's house, I doubt they can handle parenting properly. Wait a minute, so I'll be all alone then? Aren't you planning a future with your boyfriend? Not exactly, he's also married. Yeah, it seems. I broke up with him as soon as my husband found out about the affair. He told me he had no intention of divorcing his wife. It's messed up. He was just playing with me. Your husband plans to claim child support from you. Child support? Well, obviously, you should receive a call from his lawyer soon. This is a joke. I've been a housewife. He knows I don't have that kind of money. I splurged on the trip too. That's not my concern. Well, then I have to go. Wait, Irene! Irene! What am I supposed to do? Hi, Irene. Are you free now? I want to talk to you about something. What's going on? I'm about to take Theo for a stroll. Please make it short. Oh, it's a disaster, you know. What do you mean? My husband's demanding alimony and child support. On top of that, I'm getting threats and harassment from my ex's wife. Well, what did you expect? Why? I've already broken up with him. But the fact remains that you were fooling around. Also, Mom said the deadline had passed and kicked me out of the house. I have no money and nowhere to go. What am I supposed to do from now on? How would I know? You have to find a job and get a place to live on your own. So, I have a favor to ask you. Can you let me stay with you for a while? Excuse me? You had your previous house demolished and moved somewhere else, right? Well, yeah, I'm currently living in a new apartment. Can you tell me the address then? Since Adam's still away, it should be okay for me to move in, right? No, Thank you. Why not? We're family. Family? Don't kid yourself. I won't let a trash like you who took over my house and locked me out when I came back with a newborn baby call me family. What did you just call me? Is that all you wanted to talk about? I'll never tell you where I live, and never in a million years I'll let you move in here. Can you lend me some money then? What? My savings won't cover the alimony and child support. I've only been a homemaker, so finding a good paying job is difficult, you know. I'll pay you back later, so can you lend me like $50,000? I'll have to decline. How about $30,000 then? Please, Irene, you have a job, so you must have money, right? I have no intention of lending you even a single cent. Figure it out on your own. What's the matter with you all? Why do I have to go through all this pain by myself? It's your own fault, you know. Well then, bye. Hold on, Irene. Please don't leave me like this. Nicole and her husband finalized their divorce, and he successfully got custody of their kids. In the end, she ended up borrowing money to pay alimony and child support. Currently, she has a live-in job, working from morning till night. She's desperately trying to repay her debts. It seems that she has harbored a grudge against me since I married her brother. Perhaps that's why she took the drastic step of trying to take over my home. Occupying a house that was soon to be demolished was plain stupid. As for me, I'm peacefully living in our new apartment with my son. Adam is expected to return soon from his overseas assignment. From now on, we're looking forward to enjoying a happy life together as a family of 3.